You're about to learn the most common car problems, how to spot them before they blow up your day, and the simple moves that keep you safe and save you money. Imagine this. It's early, your breath fogs the windshield, you're juggling coffee and keys, and you're trying to beat the school traffic. You tap the brakes at a light, and the steering wheel starts to shake. Or worse, the car tugs to one side like it's making its own decisions. Your stomach drops. You whisper, "Please stop." We've all had that moment. Here's the good news. In this video, we're going to turn that panic into a plan. You're about to learn the most common car problems, how to spot them before they blow up your day, and the simple moves that keep you safe and save you money. By the end, you'll know what's urgent, what can wait, and the 1-minute routine that keeps your car one step ahead of trouble. Stay with me, because in a couple of minutes, I'll share the $20 glove box tool that catches half of these problems before they become repairs. Let's start with a simple truth. Cars fail for two reasons. First, they're complicated machines living in a harsh world. Heat, cold, vibration, rain, dust, potholes, everything wears. Rubber dries, seals shrink, metal corrodes, and fluids age. Second, little issues get ignored. A tiny leak, a weird noise, a light on the dash. We tune it out until it tunes us out. Old cars tend to fail mechanically. New cars tend to fail electronically. Both can be reliable when you listen early and act small. Quick mindset that helps. Your car talks to you in 4 ways. Lights on the dashboard, sounds like squeals or knocks, smells like sweet coolant or hot brakes, feel through the wheel and pedal. When any of those change, that's your early warning. Don't panic, pay attention. Now let's walk through the problems you'll see most, with plain English signs, common causes, and exactly what to do next. I'll keep it conversational and actionable. Engine overheating. This one can get expensive fast, so learn the signs. The temperature gauge creeps higher than usual. You may see steam from under the hood or smell something sweet. The car can feel weak and a warning light might pop on. The usual reasons are low coolant from a small leak, a thermostat stuck closed, a clogged radiator, a weak water pump, or cooling fans that aren't switching on. If it happens while you're driving, pull over somewhere safe and shut the engine off. Do not open a hot radiator cap. Let it cool. If the overflow tank is low, top it with the correct coolant or water to get you moving. Then get the system tested for leaks and proper flow. Prevention is simple. Change coolant on schedule, check the overflow tank once a month, and look for crusty white or green stains around hoses and the radiator. That dried crust is the calling card of a small, slow leak. In a minute, I'll show you why a tiny $5 part can save a $4,000 engine. Dead battery. You turn the key and get that sad click or nothing at all. The dash looks dim, maybe the radio resets. It feels random, but the pattern is common. Most batteries last 3 to 5 years. Short trips with lights, heater, and accessories on can drain more power than the alternator replaces. Corroded battery posts choke the flow. A loose ground strap makes everything act strange. Your move is simple. Jumpstart with a small jump pack if you have one, then drive 20 to 30 minutes to recharge. If your battery is older than 4 years or fails a load test, replace it before it strands you. Keep the terminals clean and tight and add a thin coat of dielectric grease to slow corrosion. If your car has start-stop, use the exact battery type the car was designed for, or it will fail early. Flat tires. You feel a thump, the car pulls to one side, or the tire pressure light flashes. Nails, glass, potholes, and low pressure are the usual suspects. If a small screw is in the tread, a plug kit and a portable inflator will get you rolling to a shop for a proper inside patch. Cuts or bubbles in the sidewall mean replacement, no debate. Check pressures once a month in the morning, and rotate your tires every 5 to 8,000 miles. Proper pressure keeps you safer, helps your brakes, and saves fuel. Braking problems. Your brakes are your lifeline, so learn their language. If the wheel shakes when you slow from highway speeds, you probably have uneven rotors or sticky caliper slide pins. If the car yanks left or right, a caliper may be sticking or a hose may be failing. If the pedal feels soft or sinks, you might have air or a leak in the system. Squealing usually means the wear indicators are warning you it's time. Grinding means the pad is gone and metal is chewing the rotor. If the red brake light is on and the pedal is weak, don't drive. If the amber ABS light is on but the pedal feels normal, you've lost anti-lock assistance, so drive gently to a shop. The fix is usually straightforward. Replace pads and rotors together when worn, clean and lubricate the slide pins, bleed the system if the pedal is soft, and bed in new pads so they lay down evenly. Before we talk about the check engine light, here's the $20 tool that makes you the calmest person in the parking lot. A tiny Bluetooth OBD scanner. It fits in your glove box, pairs with your phone, reads codes, and shows live data. Check engine light. That little amber icon can spike your heart rate, but it doesn't have to. A loose or worn gas cap really can be the cause. Tighten it until it clicks and give it a day. If the light stays on, read the code. If it's steady, you can usually drive gently while you figure it out. If it's flashing, you've got a severe misfire that can cook the catalytic converter. Keep driving to a minimum and get it checked soon. Common culprits are spark plugs and coils, oxygen sensors, mass airflow sensors, evap leaks, and sometimes the catalytic converter. Scan first, then act. Don't throw parts at a guess. Oil leaks or burning oil. You spot dark drops on the driveway, smell burning oil, or notice the level dropping between services. Small leaks come from valve cover gaskets, oil pans, crank seals, and oil cooler lines. A stuck PCV valve can push oil out. Turbo seals can let oil burn. Use the exact oil grade and spec in your manual. Fix small leaks while they're cheap. A little gasket today beats a cooked engine later. If you're adding oil often, write down miles and how much you add. That note helps your mechanic find the root cause and helps you decide whether to repair or replace. Transmission issues. You feel delayed engagement, slipping, harsh shifts, or you hear a hum or a clunk. For manuals, you might smell clutch material. For automatics and CVTs, old fluid and heat are the primary enemies. Some transmissions have dipsticks in simple service. Many newer units are sealed, but still serviceable with the right fluid and procedure. If the fluid looks burned or smells bad, don't keep hammering it. Heat kills transmissions fast. If you tow or drive mountains a lot, add a cooler and service it on the severe schedule. For manuals, a slipping clutch needs attention before it scars the flywheel. Faulty suspension. You feel extra bounce after bumps, the front dives on braking, or the car clunks and wanders. Tires might show scalloped edges. Those are clues that shocks, struts, bushings, ball joints, or control arms are worn. Replace worn parts in pairs per axle, then get a proper alignment. Good suspension is not just comfort, it's control, braking, and tire life. Failed starter motor. You turn the key and get a single loud click or nothing at all while the lights still work. Confirm the battery and connections first. A weak ground can impersonate many problems. If power is good and it still only clicks, the starter solenoid or internal contacts are worn. Heat soak can make a tired starter fail right after a hot drive. On some cars, trying to start in neutral instead of park can bypass a failing safety switch and help you confirm the problem. The fix is a new starter and a quick check of wiring and grounds. Malfunctioning sensors. Modern cars rely on oxygen sensors, mass airflow sensors, manifold pressure sensors, coolant temperature sensors, wheel speed sensors, and more. When a sensor reads wrong, the computer makes bad choices. You get rough idle, hesitation, poor fuel economy, or random warning lights. Scan for codes and look at live data. Clean a mass airflow sensor with the correct spray, and don't touch the thin wire. Replace failed sensors with quality parts. If you get a Christmas tree of unrelated codes, check grounds and connectors for corrosion first. Many electrical problems are really connection problems. In 30 seconds, I'm going to show you a trap that burns used car buyers every week and how to sidestep it like a pro. Mileage fraud. Odometer rollbacks and digital tampering still happen. Mileage changes value and it changes expectations for wear. A car showing 50,000 miles should feel tight and fresh. If the true mileage is 100,000, you're buying double the wear and double the risk.